All right, we're back to a new session, so I don't remember exactly where we were.
All right, so let me recap.
Yep.
Sayori hung herself.
Mm-hmm.
And the game restarted after it told us that it ended.
Yes.
There was a file that we went and opened on your computer,
Mm-hmm.
and it had a picture of her hanging.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
Blake's here.
Yeah, Blake's here.
He's in the back.
Yep. And we went back to school, and Monica was like, "Hey, there's a club you should join. Come with us." Instead of Sayori saying,
"That's right. I'm gonna join this new club."
Yep.
All right. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. God, this no music sucks. Hey, we're back. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Oh.
Yo, we're in it deep, man. We're in it.
A guest?
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Don't be so mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Colby. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. I remember that from the first run.
So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right?
What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. I wouldn't call her energetic. Yeah, and this is Yuri, the vice president. Hey, wait, that's not true. Sayori was the vice.
She was.
It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Colby in a classroom, and he decided to come out, check out the club, and I spit everywhere. Isn't that great?
Wait, Monica. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was gonna, well, you know.
Oh, what were you gonna do? Sorry. I didn't forget it, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yes, that would be great! Why don't you come sit down, Colby? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone, and make girls hang themselves, apparently. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Or fewer, for that. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the efforts to start something brand new. Especially when there's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident that we all really grow this club before we judge you.
I told you, if you want me to take on one of the voices since you have 3 characters,
yeah, I was
now
gonna say, because this is very skewed. You can take Monica. Since
all right.
There's gonna be a lot of back and forth.
All right.
So, do a voice.
I mean, I can't do that voice.
Do a voice.
Well, I guess.
Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Yeah, I guess. Oh god. Do it! What you got, boy?
I mean, I can't do a Richard Simmons. But,
do like a...
Don't let yourself get intimidated.
Alright. Queen.
Yuri's just trying to impress you.
Lord, that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Colby, what kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up, like a fucking raptor. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. She
likes manga.
Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change.
Ooh.
What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? I remember like voice acting the same exact the thing. Like.
Yep.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Something Upstairs, right? By Avi, that's it. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Oh, I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality.
This bitch has gone through like 3 voices.
I know.
No, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, bitch.
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about the cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? My voices are kind of similar.
Just say Kupo at the end of it.
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting.
Kupo.
Kupo. It looks like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. I'm gonna switch your voice a little higher. And give that back. Fine, fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share some sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Yeah, damn right. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels.
Your poems suck.
Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Yeah, whatever, bitch.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for you, Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I got an idea.
Let's kill one of you.
How about this?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them to each other. That way, everyone is even. Oh. I mean, I thought it was a good idea.
Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of it. Oh, I had a burp. No, it didn't come out fully. All of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. Me, no one else. No one from it. Maybe like an alternate universe that freaking hung herself. It was really depressing.
She's gone. Forget about her. She's gone.
I didn't even tell her I loved her, man. I just said I'm a good friend. Oh, man. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Colby? Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I boldly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All 3 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. I'm sorry, I like that. Oh, God. The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back at me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Colby. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't have one before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up, including hers with a demonic red glow.
Oh my goodness, really?
God.
Do you really mean that, Colby?
Yeah. Could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Colby, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Everything. She is waifu. Oh, thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with all that officially ends today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Colby, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress a class star of Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.
Ready to write a poem?
I just had to write a poem now? The hell is this, David? The hell is this, David?
Do you want to read it?
Yes? Okay. A dream. I was wandering in an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost, looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge, empty room, its ceilings and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side, or to a wall, anything. Suddenly, the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sounds of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired.
Special poem.
What the fuck was that? Okay.
You ready to
Alright, let's make a poem.
Ready to write a poem?
Alright, so now's the real question.
Yeah.
Do I just keep... am I gonna get the same shit with Natsuki if I go with her?
No.
Alright. Cute. Strawberries are cute.
You're still going for it?
Yeah, of course.
Cool.
I mean, what the hell? I made a thumbnail.
It's true you did.
Milk is cute. Lollipops are cute. Marshmallow. Kitty. This is the worst poem. They just get worse and worse. Let's
No, I
be real.
know.
Valentine. We got Boop.
Yep.
Parfait. Starscape was like a...
I think that's Yuri.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Maybe.
Couldn't be anyone else's because it has nothing to do with her, and I mean, nobody else exists.
Yeah, it's just them two. I know, yeah. I don't know if the words change though. Those are cute though, right there.
Oh, yeah. No. I'm looking for Doki Doki, man.
Yeah. Fun? Yeah.
Yeah, fun's fine.
There we
Okay.
go.
Shitty poem,
Easy
let's
peasy.
go.
Hi again, Colby. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ah.
Feel like even if I wanted to, I couldn't. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back in the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. That wasn't right. That wasn't right at all. Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Colby. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack.
What the hell is that?
You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Yo, hey, bitch. What the fuck? You can't do that.
I don't see an issue. Just read the line.
That's your line.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. So I can certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps manga collection in the club room. Oh, okay. That's as much as I can get.
That's you. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back in her seat.
I'm sorry, Colby. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a...
Yeah, well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask.
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Whoa! If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I just want to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, you know, as vice president and all that, I should help you get started on something you might like.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so I should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. Did this happen the first time?
It did. But when it happened last time, Sayori was like, she got you something, a present. Yuri was like, no, I didn't.
Who's Sayori?
You're right.
And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
I wonder if you notice what's happening right now.
Whoa, hold on. Isn't your background looking a little...
Yeah.
I didn't fucking notice. Oh my god. This is... how is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
What's up?
I just wonder if it's like keep zooming, but it isn't.
Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in... Oh, now it's... Okay.
Yep,
Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some of the scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book, and I can't help but notice her intense expression. She was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Oh.
I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seemed to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. Looking for something in there? Okay, alright. Looks like I photoshopped this garbage.
Yeah.
Don't say it.
Fucking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping her collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga.
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
Manga. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is.
Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I know the feel. I did a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door.
Also, I'm an elitist fucking prick, evidently. It's just like, it's either a really bad thing or just, you know, not meant for me.
Yeah, I'm too good for it.
Yeah, I know all the good stuff. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging her or anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Colby. Consider this...
Oh! Stop it!
Don't judge a book.
Oh my god, it's so jarring.
Yeah, I know. In fact...
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe.
Don't just stand there.
Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this.
Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. I'm sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, you paying attention?
You alright, Blake? I hear you. Alright. I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school, typical slice of life affair. Kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read? She looks like she's like freaking 5.
No, I know.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in?
Yeah. What?
Jeez.
Ain't got no friends, eh? Yeah, loser.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They all think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that? Makes me want to punch them in the face.
Yeah, start a fight. Ugh, I know those kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time.
You just called them a loser.
I did. Anything you want to call it.
Alright.
That's the episode for today.
Alright.
So let's go, we'll see you on the next episode, where we're gonna see more crazy stuff.
Read more manga.
Hasn't gotten too crazy yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's picking up.
Yeah, we're picking up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's save it now. Let's save it now. Alright, see you next time.
See ya.